everyone. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If you guys are interested in learning this look, stay tuned, keep watching, and let's go ahead and get this tutorial started. Okay, so for today's look, I am going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. It was her collab with Morphe. I just got this dang palette. Let me tell you, I'm about 8 months late. I attempted on like 4 different occasions to buy this palette, and every single time it was sold out. So when I was at Ulta yesterday, I'm like, oh, I see you, Jaclyn Hill, I see you. So I had to swoop her up real quick, you know? Just to give you guys a little look of this palette, it's amazing. She did a really good job. Like always, I'm gonna start with my MAC paint pot for my eye primer. It is soft ochre, and I do go in with my concealer brush and add that in. So since she does not have a bone shade without a shimmer in it, I am going to pick up my the Too Faced The Power Makeup by Nikki Tutorials palette, and I am going to go in with my favorite bone shade, which is the white, because I am white. So now I'm going to pick up that Jaclyn Hill palette. I am going to go in with, I'm going to try this bad boy right here. It's the third one to the top, and that is called Silk Cream. I'm going to pick up one of my Morphe brushes, the Morphe E27 brush. It's a little fluffy brush. Ooh. Hey, Silk Cream. Welcome to the family. So, since I want to gradually make it a darker color, like I want the crease to be a darker color, I'm not going to go in right away with a darker color because I want it to be more of a smooth transition. So I'm going to go in with a tighter brush. It's a tighter blending brush, and it's the Morphe E22 brush. And then I'm going to go in with this color, which is Pooter. I'm so sorry I did not read these damn names before this. Okay, so I did do my other eye off camera just so like it could be easier and this tutorial would go faster. But what we're going to do is I'm going to take my MAC paint pot in soft ochre, and I'm going to be real quiet during this whole process, y'all, because this is not a joke. This is like almost as bad as the eyeliner. And what I am going to do is I'm going to start low, because I don't want to place the most product at the top of the cut crease, because then it clumps up, because that's where your crease is at. And now I'm going to take, just to sharpen up that crease a little bit, I am going to take, this is actually a BH Cosmetics lip brush, but I have renamed it. It is my new cut crease brush. I've been using this pretty much as a cut crease brush since I got it, and I just like to sharpen up the edges so that there's a straight line. And I'm not going to worry too much about the straightness of the end of the eyelid, because I am going to smoke that out, as you can see on this eye. Now what we're going to do is I am going to take the Jack's color in the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I am going to just lightly run that along my crease, trying as hard as I can not to touch the crease, because I have not set it yet. And I am going to start on the outer corner, because that's where I want the most product. And I am just going to lightly sweep across the eye. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush, actually it's an Urban Decay brush, it came in the Naked 1 palette, and I'm going to spritz it 2 times. And then next I am going to take Little Lady. She is the very last one on the first row. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I always start on the lower part of the eye, even with my shadows, and I am going to pack that on first. Ooh girl, let me tell you. and then I will build my way up, or I'll work my way up. So now, since a lot of that Jack's color wore off on the end, I'm not going to pick up any more product right now, just because I want the lid color versus, well, I want the shimmer shade and the matte color to blend seamlessly, and I just want it to look like it flows. First, before I apply my eyelashes, I am going to put on some mascara. I just got this mascara. It's the Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. Oh my god. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some buffer in it. Oh wow. Okay, so today I'm not going to do any eyeliner, simply because I am going to be wearing the new Eylure and Jasmine brown eyelashes in JB. I am going to go ahead and do my eyelashes off camera, and I will see you in a minute. Okay, so as you can see, I have put on my eyelashes. I will say these are probably the heaviest lashes I've ever worn in my life. I am actually going to switch up my foundation, and I'm just going to use the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the color NC20. I am actually NC15, so what I do is I do put my foundation on my skin to warm it up a little bit, and then I will add a pump of the Laura Mercier Candle Glow Soft Luminous Foundation. This is the foundation that I used in my last video. Next, I am going to take the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Neutral. I can't find my buffing brush, so I'm just going to use my Beauty Blender, and it is dry, so more coverage. Again, I start lower, and then I build my way up. And I'm going to take the butt end of that the butt end of the Beauty Blender where I did my foundation, and I'm just going to buff those two colors together and make sure there are no harsh lines. Next, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier setting powder. Next, I'm going to go back to my OG contour shade. I wasn't too sure about the last contour shade. It looked really good, but it looked orangey. I have just been using the Chocolate Soleil from the Nikkie Too Faced palette, Nikkie Tutorials Too Faced palette. As you can see, it's all over the palette, but they sell these individually. I just refuse to buy one and spend more money when it's in this palette. So. And this is the Morphe E33 brush. It is a large fan contouring brush. So I actually forgot to set my face first. So what I'm going to do next is, because I am going for a full coverage look, I am going to go into the MAC Studio Fix powder. This is like a foundation powder, I think. And I use I believe this is a Sephora. It's actually a loose powder brush. But I use it to pack because it just works phenomenally. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to go in with my bronzer. And since I am going for more of like a brighter, more bold eye, I do want to bronze up the skin just a little bit. And just lightly going over where I contoured. It helps with like making it look smooth too. If you add a bronzer to wherever you contoured, it kind of just fills the gaps, I guess. Okay, so now I am going to dust off my baking. I low-key forgot about that. It's all good though. I'm going to use my Morphe M438 This is actually a contour brush. I use this to bake or dust away my baking. MAC Shy Beauty. It's just a very light pink color. So what I forgot in my last video was to clean up my contour, and I could totally see it on the video. I was like, oh no, April, no you didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to clean those edges up. And I'm going to take this one just down the middle of my nose to kind of give it a poof, little highlight. Okay, so while that is setting in, I'm going to take, I finally got this too. I'm telling you, I'm like late to the game, but it's okay. I finally got the Anastasia Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. There is a color for every single skin tone. This is what I love most about this palette. We're going to go into Summer, which is the lightest shade, because I can't use any of the other shades. It is the Morphe N12, I believe. Ooh, I love this color. Damn it, I need to start listening to my friend Kristen more, because she always tells me what palettes to get. She's like, you need to get this, you need to get this. And I just don't be listening. Let me go ahead. I'm going to take that too, and I'm going to go on my inner corner highlight. But what I am going to do first is I am going to spray my brush with MAC Fix Plus. Okay, so I think it's safe to go ahead and dust off the baking. And I'm just going to take my bronzer brush and I'm going to dust it away. So now that we are done with that, so now that we are finished with it, I'm going to go back into my Jaclyn Hill palette, and I am going to take a pencil brush, which is the Morphe M169. I like this one because it's more of a fluffy pencil brush. So I'm going to go in with that very first shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is Silk Cream. And I'm going to run that along my eyes. I am going to make my eyes pop a little bit more on the bottom. So I'm going back in with the Jack's color, the darker cranberry color. And I'm going to smoke out the bottom lash line. And I'm just going to go in with a nude eyeliner. Okay, so now we're done with that. I'm going to go ahead and set my face with my MAC Fix Plus. And I don't usually do more than 5 pumps on my face. Some of these girls will do like 30 pumps. I'm like, what the hell is going on in your life to where you feel you need to do that many pumps? If you need 30 pumps to keep your face set, you ain't doing your makeup right. Period. Just sorry. I'm going to take the shade, the Kat Von D Bow and Arrow. It's like a nude shade. Love this damn color. I lost it for like a month and I was so sad. So next, because this color did come off a little bit more darker than I was going for, I am going to take my Milani Brilliant Shine Lip Gloss in the shade Nude Touch. This is very old, but I love this. It's like a lip topper type kind of. Okay, so everyone, that is the final look for today. I really hope my camera shows the color payoff that this eyeshadow gives, because this shadow palette is amazing. Good job, Jaclyn. But I do want to thank you for tuning into this video. If you like it, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you.